If you feel like your money is gone before it even hits your account, you're not alone. In fact, a recent study from payments.com stated that 67% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. However, living paycheck to paycheck, it isn't just about income. It's actually about mindset, habits, and systems. And in this video, I'm going to break down what no one actually tells you about how to break out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle and how you're going to take back control of your money, your peace, and your power. So let's get into it. What's going on, family? So I want to hit you all with a reality check. Reality is we've all been here. For you, you may be there right now. Maybe you were there 2 years ago. Maybe you were there 10 years ago. Maybe you know someone who's actually there in this cycle of paycheck to paycheck. I was once there. Most people, they believe and they think that the only way out of paycheck to paycheck living is to make more money. It's far from the truth. Yes, more money, more income, it does help. But I've seen people literally make 6 figures and still be stressed out about money. This was literally the case for me. This was literally the case for multiple people that I've worked with, that I've coached. And the reason why this is because they, and even me, when we try to shift this and we start making more money, we don't fix our habits. Most people, they don't even have a plan. They keep upgrading their lifestyle every time their income goes up. I literally remember getting a salary increase, and instead of keeping my Maxima, I bought an Infinity. Here's the truth that most people, they don't tell you and they avoid it. More money, it doesn't solve poor money management. It actually amplifies it. And in order to break the cycle, you have to fix the root, not just the surface. Literally, I don't know if you've ever had a tree in your yard that you wanted to cut down. I remember cutting a tree down in my yard, and by 2 years later, that tree had grown back. We cut the tree down to the surface, but we didn't cut the roots out. So in order to get out of the paycheck to paycheck cycle, you have to get down to the root. And I can guarantee it, the root is with planning and mindset. So let's get real. It's not just the bills. Most people think it's my bills. My bills are out of control. I just got so many bills. It's not just your bills. You're stuck because of things like emotional spending. Emotional spending is a major part of problems for most of us. Most of my guys, most of my fellas, we got to go out and have a drink with the guys. We got to go out, hit the club and relax our mind because our money problems are just so out of control. Most of my ladies, what do you all do? You got to hit the mall with your girls. You got to go get that new bag, that new dress, that new shoes. Maybe you're just going to go to the spa and that's going to relax you because of your money problems and your money issues you got going on. It's actually hurting you. Like, it's really hurting you. Most of us, we're not tracking where our money is going. How many of you actually know how much money you spent on lunch this week? How many of you know where you bought the lunch from? How many of us know how much you spent on gas this week, not to go back and forth to work, but just driving around wasting gas? How about this? How many of you know how much money you spent every time you stopped at a convenience store to get a coffee or a soda or a drink, and Not only did you get that coffee, but you got a donut or you got a muffin. Not only did you get that soda, you got a bag of chips. So how many of us know how much money we actually spent at the convenience store this week? You're also stuck because you avoid your bank account. Most of us, we avoid our bank accounts like we avoid our exes. And our mind is like, nah, I don't want to look at that right now because I'm going to get upset. Maybe I'm going to get depressed. Well, in order to fix that, stop spending. Like, dang, just stop spending. If you don't want to be depressed about your money, stop spending. Stop emotional spending. Stop spending and not knowing what you're doing. How many of us are really and literally living without a clear financial vision for our money? Guess what? This cycle is going to continue. It continues because you're overwhelmed. And guess what? Most overwhelmed people, they don't have a plan. They just survive. But survival mode is expensive. Like survival mode, it costs you options. It costs you peace. It costs you long-term success. When you're in survival mode, there is no peace. If you're somebody who's ever been just surviving, trying to survive your current state, you're constantly thinking. Your mind is constantly running. So there is no peace for you. There's no peace of mind. So you got to get out of survival mode. So if you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, you got to stop thinking like a consumer. You got to start thinking like a builder. So I want you all to try something with me. I want y'all to do something with me real quick. I want you to repeat after me. I'm not here to impress. I'm here to build. I control my money. It doesn't control me. I will make different choices because I want a different life. I want a different life. You've got to know that we've got to stop chasing temporary reliefs. You got to stop chasing temporary, like, freedoms. And it's not even freedom. It's just a relief. It's a temporary dopamine hit. And you got to start choosing long-term peace. And this, it's not about motivating you. It's about discipline. It's about clarity. And it's about ownership. Owning what you can. Owning your mindset. Owning your finances. Owning your choices. Your bad choices. So here's what actually helped me stop living paycheck to paycheck. Step 1, I created a real budget. Not a cute one, but a zero-based budget where every dollar had a job. Every single dollar had a job. Step 2, I tracked my spending daily, even the small stuff. Awareness for me changed everything. Step 3, I built a buffer, anywhere from $500 to $1,000, so on and so forth, just to stop the panic between each paycheck. Step 4, I stopped relying on credit cards. No more, I'll pay it off later games. Like, I'm done with those games. Step 5, I made earning more a goal. I made that a goal to earn more. Not so I could spend more, but so I could save more, so I could invest more, and so I could breathe. And none of this happened overnight. But I stayed consistent and I stayed locked in. Like, I stayed locked in. I brought the dog out in me. Like, I had that dog in me. I wanted more. And most of us, we have it in us. We got that drive in us. That's what I mean by the dog, by the way. We got the drive in us, but we just got to stay locked in. Here's what no one's going to tell you. You don't need more money to stop living paycheck to paycheck. You need more discipline. You need clarity. And by God, you need a plan. Literally start with what you have and then master that. And once you've mastered that, then multiply it. If you have more right now, I can guarantee if you had it, like if you're making 30,000 or 50,000 and you were making 100,000, you would still have the same problems if you don't have a plan. If you're making 100,000 and you want to make 500,000, you would still have the same problems because you don't have a plan. You don't have the mindset. You don't have a vision. So what I would suggest for you is to definitely tune in, because if you're ready to take control of your money, not just survive it, but build it, you would take heed to what I'm saying. So what I want you to do is I want you to drop a comment below that you will no longer live paycheck to paycheck. No more paycheck to paycheck. And if you've definitely stuck around this long, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're serious, subscribe. Because here, we're going to help you unlock your financial freedom. Because at Untapped Potential, we don't just motivate you, we actually help to equip you. Like, let's change your cycle. Let's shift your mindset. Let's build your freedom. And we're going to do it together. So if this inspired you, if this touched you, or if it lit a fire under you, make sure, like I said, you leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell and make sure you like it. It definitely goes a long way. And it helps and it encourages for me and here at Untapped Potential to keep pushing out this content to you. Later.